The way a character is introduced has to tell the audience a lot of information at once.
You draw far too much attention to yourself, Mr. Underhill.
What do you want?
A little more caution from you. That is no trinket you carry.
I carry nothing.
Indeed.
Anton Chekhov put it best in his letter to his brother in 1886. Be sure not to discuss your hero's state of mind. Make it clear from his actions. Character is built through how one behaves in a story, and the tip of the spear is the first time we meet a character. The first action they take on stage is how we get a feeling for how they might act or what are their intentions moving forward, which is why I want to talk about the Pirates of the Caribbean franchise and compare one of the best character introductions with another introduction of the same character from the same franchise.
A peculiar request, but could someone explain to me as to why I'm here?
Let's start with the good introduction from the first Pirates of the Caribbean film. We get our first scene with Jack Sparrow. He's majestic atop the mast of a great ship, the pirate in all the stories that we remember as children. Then we quickly learn that his boat is sinking, and he's scrambling to save it. This moment reverses the audience's expectations. This is not a typical pirate. It's a fun, unexpected, and interesting twist on what could have been quite a dull first shot of Captain Jack. And while Johnny Depp chews the scenery and tosses water overboard, the action is broken up by Jack sailing past dead pirates. This undercuts the humor of the moment with some important characterization. Jack stopping to pay his respects tells us a few things. First, that he is a pirate, or at least respects pirates. Second, that he has some code of honor or rules. And third, that he's willing to stop for a moment as his ship is sinking to pay his respects, an important characterization for Jack, as pretty soon after this we see him save Elizabeth for pretty much no reason other than no one else was doing it. This initial setup for Jack lets the audience know that while he's an eccentric, insane, strange man, there's more complexity to this character than we're seeing initially. He's not just going to be comic relief. The whole introduction is wrapped up nicely by this brilliant bit of cinematography and Jack stealing gold from the dockmaster. So what did we learn about Jack without any explanation from a character, or Jack, or exposition, or just someone telling you things? From this simple scene without much dialogue, we know that Jack is probably a pirate, he respects dead pirates, and he's at least competent enough to sail a ship by himself. He's kind of a loose cannon, and has more complexity than we've been shown, and he's cunning enough to trick a dockmaster. This is a lot of information in a short amount of time, and we get to enjoy the brilliant setup for Jack stepping off the boat onto the dock. The learning about his character is almost subconscious. Now let's talk about the bad version of this scene.
A peculiar request, but could someone explain to me as to why I'm here?
Originally, I was going to discuss Jack's introduction from At World's End. It reuses a very similar joke, and it's not very good. But then I watched Dead Men Tell No Tales, and we have to talk about Jack's introduction in that film because...
A peculiar request, but could someone explain to me as to why I'm here?
Yeah. The setup is straightforward. The town is about to reveal a brand new safe in the bank, the pride and joy of this settlement. They open the safe only to discover Jack inside asleep. Jack is startled, he falls out.
Pirates!
It's funny, right? Because he's Jack Sparrow, so it's with the jokes, it's funny.
This may seem a peculiar request, but could someone explain to me as to why I'm here?
So he slows out some words that are pretty much incomprehensible. The guards approach and Jack drinks some drink because he's a drunk now. Then a woman sits up out of the vault awake. Because Jack's a sexy pirate man, he'll sleep with your wife I guess. I can see what they were going for with this scene. You end up thinking it's kind of funny that Jack's job was to find the vault so they could steal it, and he slept with the wife of a lieutenant to find said vault, and then it speaks to Jack's incompetence and foolishness that he found the vault and in a zany twist fell asleep inside it with the woman. It's technically humor, right?
On the break.
Shoot him!
But the scene isn't clever or interesting. It's uninspired and barely serviceable. I think ultimately the reason it feels so crappy to watch is that characters explain everything as it happens, so the audience has no opportunity to enjoy any subtle storytelling. It literally tells rather than shows.
That's your wife.
To demonstrate this point, let's look at how easy it would be to fix this scene. Jack wakes up and says, "Listen, I can explain." Guns are drawn and the woman wakes up. She hurries out of the vault and the lieutenant says,
Francis?
then screams, "Shoot him!"
Shoot him!
The same beats would exist in the story, but the audience is invited to pay attention and connect the dots. Rather than explain to us the relationship between these characters and Jack's folly,
I'm robbing the bank.
this would help show us what's happening, not tell us what's happening.
A peculiar request, but could someone explain to me as to why I'm here?
This video is a short way of me trying to say this. Make character introductions as powerful as you can. Don't be lazy. Don't do the easiest thing and explain motivations or plot. Craft memorable scenes by making them well written and well executed, not by adding spectacle or jokes, or, God forbid, Johnny Depp. The antagonist is me, David McNeil. We are produced by Digital and Creative Media Works. Head to patreon.com/DCMworks to support us, and I would love to know what you think of the Pirates films in the comments below. I know a lot of people have wildly different opinions, especially about 4 and 5, but I'd love to know your opinion. Leave it below, and otherwise, I'll see you guys next time.